Hello again everyone. Right, I'm coming back on this time. You know this that I showed you the other week that I'm planning on doing something with. Well, still haven't finished it, but the last time I showed you, well, it was another one. I'd covered it with wallpaper lining paper, and that's as far as I've got with it. So and this is how far I've got with it now. I've decided to go with, I did this on Friday I think it was. I thought, right, I'll use my Dilutions paint. Not going to go for my pink, purple and teal colours that I normally go for. We'll go for lemon. So I went for the yellow one and just covered it. I think I used, what did I use to put it on with? I used a sponge, used my round sponge. That's what I used. And I just love it. It just gave it one coat of the yellow, lemon zest is it called, and then just use my little sponge, these sponges that I've shown you before, show you again in case somebody's watching that's not seen them, that I've got from the scrap store, but they're absolutely brilliant. I've asked Mr. Doodle if we can go back again because our membership finishes next month, and I thought if we can get, I don't want a big trolley full of stuff, but if I can get some more of these, because they are brill. Yeah, so then I just went over the bit that was in the lid of the Dilutions paint. I just sprayed a bit of water on and dabbed my sponge on and just went over it with, there is lime green there somewhere, and then that's the tealy colour, can't remember what it's called, and the orange one. And I thought, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. And I thought, I know, I've got those napkins that I got from Aldi. Yeah, I'm sure they were from Aldi because Mr. Doodle spotted them. I think that's where they were from, although they do look as though they might have been from the Tiger shop, but I'm sure they were from Aldi. So I've just used that, didn't do any more, and I've done the same on the back and on the inside as well. And I'm just using my elastic again, and I don't think I'm going to take these out. I think I'll find some more to go in there. I don't know yet what I'm going to do, but as well, what I've done, I thought, I know what I can put on there. A lemon. I'm somehow going to fasten that on there just as a dangly thing. I've had that ages. I thought, I know I'm going to use it for something one day. I think I'd actually got it before I got these napkins. So that's going to go on there at some point in my life. So yeah, I was quite pleased with how that turned out, or is turning out. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. That'll be alright. Just let me put my sponge away. What else have I got to show you? Oh, and then on nothing really exciting, but just some papers that have I already shown you this one? I think you've probably seen bits of it, and then I just got my stencil out again and just went over it again with the paint. You see where it's gone a bit runny there. Not bothered about that. I didn't do the other side. I normally do both sides of my paper. Don't know why I didn't. Oh, nothing exciting. That's just the dregs of my paint. Nothing really exciting. Should probably go over that again with a different colour, watered down different colour to colour the white in. I've got millions of sheets of paper, coloured papers. Right, which did I do next? Then I went on to envelopes, doing envelopes. Now these are, I was just playing with my Pebeo paints, but not the small ones that I showed you the other week, just the ones that Nina had sent me and the couple that I'd bought. But I just love the colours. I don't know whether it's picking the sheen up, but they're just beautiful. I started out with my jelly plate, but then I just went on to putting the paint on one of these sheets of, what do you call this stuff? It's not perspex, what's it called? I don't know, this plasticky stuff anyway. And just used some textured wallpaper. Just kept layering it up. So these are a little bit different to what I've done before. Don't know, I think just that the shimmer of the paints is just, don't know, they're just lovely. Oh, and then I did go over a few of them. So most of the ones that I'm showing you are literally just different textured wallpapers. And then I've got that stamp that I got from the cheap craft shop, which obviously you can see I've not used it. I know it's got paint on, but I haven't used it. And then on the other side, I just, these little dots I got from the scrap store, and they're sticky back, so I just stuck them on there and just dotted some of those about. But I just love all the colours. That one I'm not quite so keen on. I went a bit mental with the red one first. The back's nice. I might do some stamping on something else, but this is as far as I've got. Oh look at the colours, aren't they gorgeous? And as well for these, you don't need so much paint. I found that you didn't need as much. Well, I didn't want to use as much paint because they're not cheap paints. But it spread out absolutely lovely. And when you spread it out on your jelly plate, you think, oh, I don't think that's going to work, but it does. They're really good. Just love it. Love that one. Where am I showing you properly? Love. Just love messing about with paint. Gorgeous. Right, what else? These are Dilutions. Why was I doing these? I can't remember why I was doing these now. I think I was just in the mood to just plain. Oh, yeah, some of these I just did. Oh, it was my last few sheets out of one pack of my big A3 paper. I thought, oh, I'll just put some pretty colours down of the Dilution, and I just used a credit card to put this on. I think it had already got a bit of probably the yellow down, and then I just went over with all the different colours like this for that one. That looks as though it's from the jelly plate. Love it. This one I just, right, let's get your fingers in there. So I literally just slapped it all on with my fingers. I don't know whether I'm telling you right. It's not. They're not. No, I'm telling you wrong. These are not Dilutions paints. These are, right, just a moment. These are Shibumpkins. The cheap paints. Yeah, these are the cheap paints. The pink is this. These were from the range, £1.50 a pot. That was in the kids sections, and then the purple and this colour were from Hobbycraft. Nina uses these ones as well. You get them, is it 6 in a pack for £3, or they're ever so cheap, but they're lovely. I love the purple on that one. But I was mixing them as well, mixing my paints up, and so I was quite pleased with that. Yeah, that's what they were. I was thinking there was Dilutions to start with, but they don't feel like Dilutions. Sounds weird, don't it, saying that you can feel the difference, but I mean, the only trouble is with the cheap kids paints, if you do put it on too thick, it does tend to flake, and you know, I can feel that there's paint on there. But if you're that bothered, you can always seal it with something, can't you? But yeah, that was just with my fingers, and then I just went like that. And I like that, I like that. Oh God, I'm in a stupid mood. Yeah, that was a bit of jelly plate, look. Again, that was just a bit from the other day with the credit card. And I even, at one point, just cut up a piece of cardboard and did it. So you don't even need a card of... I just love stuff like this. It just makes me so happy, all different colours, and you know, I know you shouldn't dwell on the past type of thing, but I just think to myself sometimes, I so wish that I did this when I was younger, because I never did anything like this when I was a kid. You know, I can remember having crayons and pencils, and I always enjoyed colouring books, but as far as I can remember, I never had paints. Never ever had paints, and I was never interested, to be fair. You know, when I was at school, I was never interested in art or anything like that. I used to hate it, actually. Oh, these are, I was going to throw them out. I was looking for some stuff through some stuff the other day, and then I was thinking, oh well, I'll keep them. It's what I printed out. This is sad. When we went to London a few years ago, we was having a phase of going to the Wetherspoons pubs, and I thought, oh, there's bound to be loads of Wetherspoons in London. I actually printed out all of the list of Wetherspoons pubs in London. How sad is that? Yeah, so we were ticking them off as we was going round them. I thought, no, I'm not going to throw them out. I'm just going to paint on them and leave it underneath, and they can go in some of my journaly things that I'm doing. Again, these were just the cheap paints. Here we go, look. 2006, May the 30th, 2006. Complete pub directory. Oh dear. Happy memories, eh? Yeah, and they're just my painty papers. I think that's all I've got to show you this time. Just looking. Yeah, I'm sure it is. But yes, I do love having a play with the pretty papers. I mean, and that just shows that, you know, you don't need expensive paints. I mean, some of the cheap paints are obviously better than others, but, you know, I would definitely recommend this one, £1.50 for that big tub. And these ones from Hobbycraft. Again, these are in the kids section. They're both in the kids sections. And they do different sets of these. So I just got the one set. And I didn't get the one, they didn't have it, but there's one set that's got a really pretty pink in, but they didn't have that one in. And I'm talking mumbo, jumbo, twaddle and all that lot, aren't I? So, just for a change, you know. So, have a good week, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'm sure I will be back to bug you all again soon. Take care, bye.